Hey, how's it going everyone? Don here from vrgamerdude and welcome back. So if you caught my last video, you saw that I've been giving my studio a serious cinematic upgrade. I mean, with a 110-inch screen, a fresh coat of paint on the wall, a few backlit movie posters, and as you saw last week, a really kick-ass proper sound system from Ultimedia. But you know, none of that really matters if you don't have a comfortable place to sit. So today I have to thank Vorlux for sending out this amazing theater chair to complement my space. So in this video, we'll get it all set up and then I'm going to give you some thoughts on how it enhanced my setup. So let's go. So these days when I'm not in VR, I still love to immerse myself in cinema, just like I did when I was a kid. And you know, because of that, I decided to build a personal home theater inside my studio. And you know, of course, as a lifelong Star Trek fan, I also wanted the captain's chair, and I wanted it in front of a massive view screen. So when Vorlux reached out to me about doing this review, it was a match made in heaven the minute I laid my eyes on the Tarantino chair that they're currently selling. So let's start with the look and the build quality. I mean, you know, the first thing that hit me when I unboxed this was just how premium it all feels. I mean, the leather is smooth and soft and it just looks good. And you know, the stitching on the chair is immaculate. I mean, seriously, the stitching alone gives it that high-end luxury furniture vibe. The lines are clean and, you know, with the LED lighting, it has that futuristic captain's chair look that I wanted for my space. Now, let's talk comfort. The Tarantino has 9 motors built into it, which means you can adjust pretty much everything independently. I mean, you can recline, you've got lumbar support, you've got headrest. It's all motorized and fully adjustable. Now, once you dial it into your body shape, it's incredibly comfortable. I mean, you know, when I'm watching movies or gaming or even just sitting back listening to music through my new sound system, it's one of those chairs you just sink into and you just don't want to get up from. And I'm not ashamed to admit, I've caught quite a few good naps in it as well. And for someone who spends a lot of time in this studio, being able to grab a quick recharge like that absolutely matters. Now, I like to keep my studio clean, and one of my favorite features is the hidden storage inside the arms. I mean, you can throw remotes and cables and random clutter in them, and it all just disappears. I mean, if you're like me and you've got accessories everywhere, this is such a simple and very welcomed addition. Now, there's also the swivel tray, and I know this is meant for putting your popcorn on, but I gotta say, it's also been fantastic for big screen PC gaming. I can swivel it over and use my mouse on it, and it makes the chair not just a theater seat, but a legitimate gaming station as well. Now, one thing I do really wish, though, is I really wish it came with a second swivel tray, for gamers like me, because, well, having a dedicated tray for the keyboard on one hand and the mouse on the other would be incredible for FPS gaming. Or, just imagine mounting a HOTAS setup on dual trays like this. And, well, for flight sims, that would take this thing to the next level. Now, earlier I mentioned the lighting, and yes, it does have RGB, and I have to admit, it just looks cool. And you guys know I love RGB, but these are basic. I mean, you do get decent color selection, but I do really wish it offered a more advanced RGB AI style customization. That way I could, blend it into my room colors instead of picking just a random preset. I mean, that would make a huge difference. Now, another small thing I wish this chair had is a one-touch reset button for the motor positions. Now, let me explain what I'm talking about. With my living room couch, I can recline it as well. And when I want to de-recline or decline or whatever you call that, I can just press one button and all the motors return to their default positions. With the Tarantino, if I've adjusted the lumbar, the headrest, and the recline independently, I do have to hold each button to return them to 0 point. But it works fine, and it's in no way a deal breaker, but I have gotten used to having that one-touch, quick, single reset button, and just think it would be a really nice quality of life addition for Vorlux to consider in their future products. Okay, so that's it. Those are my only real nitpicks. Outside of these very small, very personal issues, this chair is absolutely freaking phenomenal. Now, I'll be honest, as a lifelong Star Trek nerd, this has absolutely become my captain's chair. I mean, it's the only chair I want to be sitting in when I'm in front of my massive view screen. And, every time I sit in it, I feel like I should be giving some sort of command or making an entry into the captain's log. So it just fits the vibe of my whole space perfectly now. So with the Ultimita sound system bouncing all around me, with the big screen in front of me, and with this chair underneath me, the entire studio feels completely transformed. I mean, it doesn't feel like a YouTube set anymore. It feels kind of like I have a personal screening room. So I want to again thank Vorlux for sending the Tarantino over. I mean, this is definitely something that's not going back in the box. It is a permanent part of my studio now, and I love it. So if you're building out a serious home theater or gaming space and you want something that feels premium, comfortable, and is very functional, this is absolutely worth looking at. So as always, I will have a link in the description. Go check out their site. If you feel it's right for you, grab one. I do not think you're going to be disappointed in any way, shape, or form. So, all right, that's going to do it for this one. I don't know much more of what I could say about a chair, but if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you haven't seen the full sound system review yet for Ultimita, go and check that out too, because together, these two pieces completely changed this space. And yeah, I think you would love them as well. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Don, signing off.